You're cheating right now. You're cheating. It's the ball. It's the ball. The other day, y'all recorded me having gun balls at the bowling alley. Today, I'm here. I got time.
Alright, what up, man? It's your boy DJ Hollywood, man. I go by the independent artist enthusiast, man. Back for another dope interview, man. So when I'm usually in the A, man, I make sure I take a trip out to Bonfire and try to scout out some talent, man. You know, I'm like the young Diddy out here, man. Nah, all jokes aside though, but yeah, man. So took a trip to Bonfire, man, and then bumped into a dope artist, and he performed a fire song. So I was like, nah, we gotta tap in and we gotta do an interview, man. So without further ado, man, Triggs is in the building along with Sean Artest, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having us,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all doing, man?
You already know, man. Grinding.
Doing good.
You know?
Word. So, just, you know, give people some backstory. So, how'd y'all even get into doing music?
Shit, me, I started playing the drums.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, I was like 2 years old. Started playing the drums. And,
like in church or anything, or just?
Like four I started playing it in church, but 2 I started
Getting busy. That's dope.
Yeah.
What about you?
Man, I started doing it on accident.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I had pulled up to my boy's spot to do something else, and they was in the studio. I didn't even know they had a studio there, but I pulled up, and I started talking shit. I was like, yo, y'all better not let me in there, because I'm knocking everything down. And they was like, yo, you not like that. I'm like, nah, I'm like that.
Nah, that's funny.
So then I get in the booth. They're like, yo, put him in the booth so he can know that it's not easy. You know what I mean? And I went in that bitch and slid, like on a song. So it was supposed to be one artist, and then they put me in place of another artist, and then it was just gonna take me off. And after I finished it, they said, nah, we gonna leave that. And then dude was like, yo, when I'm gonna get my verse? And nigga was like, nah, we just gonna leave.
Yeah.
So then after that, you know, I sent it to a bunch of shorties and shit like that, and they was fucking with it.
You got
so
the feedback
like,
now. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
I was
dope.
like, all right.
said, fuck it, I'm an artist now.
Yeah, I was like, I started reaching out to people I knew was doing this shit.
Nah, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. So, how long you been doing music, Triggs?
Really all my life, bro. I started making beats on Fruity Loops like 7. I was like 7. Started making beats.
You ever get any major placements with the beats, or you was like, nah, like listen, you just gonna be a music artist?
Nah, I was just doing my own thing.
Word.
Trying to figure it out.
So at what point did you go from producer to now you know rapping on songs and shit?
Around that time, that's when the cassettes was out.
No, he took it back.
Yeah.
The cassettes, he took it
So
back. He took it back.
I stole the recorder from school. And I used to just record like that.
That's fire. That's fire.
Word.
That's fire. So like, how'd y'all meet?
Man, we met randomly.
It was mutual. It was in the studio. Who
Yeah.
was it? Nico.
Yeah, Nico. So Nico London, he was on Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, okay.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
I was kicking it with him. We had rolled over to the little DJ coalition in Atlanta thing. Mondays, New Music Mondays or something like that. I don't know.
Facts.
Cause me and him got a song together. So he was like, yo, I'm about to go to the studio and meet up with who was there?
Funky. DJ Funky.
DJ Funky. He's like, yo, I'm gonna go pull up over there. So I pulled up over there, and it was like a lot going on. And it was Triggs. And he was like, yo, what's good? I'm like, what's poppin'? So we met. We didn't stay long, but then like months later, I think we just kept running into each other. We ran into each other like 1 or 2 more times, and then he sent me a song. And then
Facts.
Is that how solo happened?
yeah, it was the first song. Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire.
That was the first song.
That was the first song.
We're gonna talk about the hit single in a little bit. Hold on. So both of y'all are not from Atlanta though, right?
Nah, from New York, Long Island.
Yes, sir. And why stand up?
Yeah.
So what's like a big difference in the New York scene you feel like compared to like the A?
For me, I don't know. I got love in both cities. Atlanta took me in, and I don't know. It's the same for me.
Word.
Yeah.
You feel like you got any more like performances? Because like for example, like a situation like Bonfire, like it's like a fire show, pun intended. It's a fire show on like a Sunday. Like it's like the hell. So you feel like it's more shows than just anything, you know, like I don't know. A lot of people say like the industry down here is like they're like, yo, if you want to make it in like music, you come to the A, or you know, Los Angeles is Los Angeles, but the A is like right here compared to like New York.
I think it's just easier to be seen.
Yeah, it's more wide open.
Yeah, like New York is a million spots. You can go out every day in New York for like the whole summer and still not get to every spot.
Right.
So while in Atlanta, I mean, if you do that, you're gonna be done in a month. So you
That's
see what
true.
I'm saying?
I feel like out here too, everybody goes to like, everybody knows where to go in a sense to like, like you said, to be seen. Like, oh, I'm gonna pull up to Bonfire to like, because I know mad people are gonna be there. So yeah, no, that's a good point.
Right, per day, there's only a certain amount of things you can actually do.
Right. Compared to the city,
I definitely think there's more opportunity here. Like, you might be in the building, you don't know who in the building.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah, I remember, so that's my boy Steven in the cut, man. Yo, we went to this spot called Buckhead Saloon, bro.
Yeah, that used to be the spot.
It just burned down.
Bro, listen, we went there and we in the spot. We went to like pregame real quick for me, had some drinks. Like, we were probably there for like happy hour. And we just ended up just chilling, just vibing. DJ came on, we like, all right, shit, we gonna stay now. Bro, the bartender comes up, he's like, yo, Boozie's about to come in the building, man. He's like, yo, he gave us a box of napkins. You know the napkin culture out here?
Yeah.
Bro, that shit don't work though.
Bro, listen,
they catch on fire with the hookers. They be dropping the cold.
Probably how the spot caught on
It's
fire.
a stupid
you
thing.
sound like you've been in that situation.
Yeah, because I saw it, was like, yo, that's on fire. And everybody was like, yeah, it is. I'm like, bro, y'all not gonna get that?
That's probably how this shit burnt down.
Nah, I ain't
That's
gonna
probably
lie.
how this shit burnt down. Yo.
Nah, because when they shit burned down, it was in the morning. That sounds sneaky.
Yeah. Nah, niggas was trying to
Nobody
catch
was in there.
Niggas said,
Yeah. Like, at night, it would make sense to me.
yeah. Nah, that's funny.
It was like 11
It's
a.m.
not funny. Like, rest in peace, Buckhead Saloon.
Yeah, all day.
That was the spot.
That was the spot though. But yeah, niggas saw Boozy in there the first time. I'm like, yo, what the? I'm like, this is really Atlanta. Like, what the?
Yeah, that's another thing about Atlanta. You definitely gonna run into somebody.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's fire. So, now let's talk about Solo.
Solo.
Yeah. So, Fire Track, man. Fire Track. You performed it at Bonfire. And what's the feedback you've been getting from the track?
Man, the feedback been crazy. That's the reason why we pushing it. He the one. We did it almost a year.
Oh wow.
Almost like last January.
And,
this
he
January.
You couldn't even tell though. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, he would hit me up every week, like, yo,
What we
what
dropping?
we doing?
What we
Like,
dropping? As you said.
That's what I'm telling. I'm playing for shorties. Like they be like, "Yo, this shit. Who? Let me send. You know, they try to get you to send them the file.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, chill. Let me hit my man's Triggs.
Yeah.
But yeah, we made it a while ago.
It's been good feedback. Everywhere we hit, it's been
Mhm.
and it's out now on all platforms. So go get that.
Yeah, go check that, man.
Solo.
So the cover art, what was the concept behind that? For me, half and half on the face with the plane on it. Like, who came up with that concept?
Go ahead, you can elaborate.
Yeah. I mean, I came up with it. I thought it was like a real. I thought the song was like a real sexy kind of track. So I'm like, all right, let's give him something that's a little elegant. I'm like, let's not just put like some random shit on there.
Yeah.
You know, let's make it us. Cause when you running a whole like campaign behind a song too, when you gonna, you want your faces on it as well.
Correct. Yeah, exactly.
But not in like a hood way. It's like you want it to be like classy. So I figured I sent him over the concept. He said, "Shit, let's do it."
Yeah, that's
let's
tough.
do it.
That's tough. I see the private jet on there. So we gonna get a private jet when the music video drop or what?
You might do the jet, right?
I see it on the gram. He like, yo, listen, hit me up, y'all. I might have to come to the A and flex real quick.
Yeah,
That's tough.
we got that.
So while we talking about like private jets real quick, so
Word.
y'all do any traveling? Like where's the dopest place y'all ever like performed before?
Me, the dopest place, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire? Oh, okay. Why there?
New Hampshire. I didn't think it was gonna be lit. I was on tour with Snoop,
Uh-huh.
and I had a set. My set was supposed to be 15 minutes, and somebody didn't come. I forgot. I think it was maybe Corrupt or something.
Mm-hmm.
His plane, something happened. He didn't come, and so they boosted it to 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And yo, they went crazy.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Definitely. I ain't know it was like that out there, so shout out
New
to
Hampshire?
New Hampshire, yeah. You wouldn't have thought that either. What about you? Where's the like furthest or like most dopest place you ever performed?
I ain't really performed, but it felt like I did. So I was in DR and I went, you know, they like latch on to you. Some people just gonna latch on to you like, yo, like who's this guy? So
Right. You American,
I end up with like fake security. And then I go in the club and I got like fake security, you know. Paid them $100 for the night.
Follow me. Protect me.
$100. You know what I mean? And
It's dumb funny.
basically, you know, I couldn't even talk to the DJ. I don't speak Spanish all the way.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, yo, play my shit. He like, what? Yeah. But I had him put it on, and I was just up there with him, and I kind of like, you know, he gave me the mic for like a little second, and they was fucking with it. Like, so it wasn't really like a performance, but I kind of jacked it.
It's like a little walkthrough.
Yeah,
like a little appearance. That's fire though. That's fire. So,
and they was all acting like they fucked with it. I didn't understand shit I said in that.
I mean, if it sound good, niggas like, yo, it sound good. So we not gonna go over the fact of what you just said. You was on tour with Snoop.
Fact.
we not gonna go past that. So how that end up happening? Like,
Bro, I was on tour. I had set up my own tour in Seattle earlier that year. It was 2019, and I was getting calls from Atlanta, but they was like, yeah, Snoop want to sign you, bro. He been following you online, and like,
that's crazy.
he fuck with your shit. He want to sign you. I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean? I ain't really jacking. I ain't hear about it. So I just kept doing my thing, and I got another call maybe like a month after.
Yeah.
Like, yo, he really trying to get in touch with you.
Oh, that's fire.
So I'm like, man, I'll holler at y'all when I get back in the A. I still wasn't believing it.
Yeah.
I got back to the A like a month later. They called me again. Yo, bro, you might want to get on this. You might want to get on this. I said, all right, put him on the phone. Let's get it. So we got on the phone, chopped it up. He ended up flying me to Houston.
Yeah.
And took me through a whole like week of work. Put me in the studio, seen how it worked.
That's the OG, so he already know. He already know the formula. He know everything.
Definitely.
So how was that first moment though? Like you know, you going from saying the first 2 times they like you like nah, like Snoop, like come on, get out of here, to like the point where you on a phone and you like hearing his voice. Like what was that moment like?
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think it was real until I touched down. And they had to sign, you know, when they got the
when they come and pick you up, the limousine.
She said Triggs. I'm like, oh shit. That's why I took out my phone like, nah, this shit real. I'm like, yo, nah, this shit real, dog.
That's crazy.
Back. Word.
Yeah. Nah, that's crazy.
That's when I knew it was real. And I got to the hotel. Everybody was down there, Corrupt. Daz. Who else was out there? It was a few West Coast artists that was there.
That's fire. So, now y'all got a track together too.
Oh yeah.
Girls. That's
yeah.
So and a music video too. So even like that, like now you just feel me. You. That's like the other side of things. So you would not only you get like signed by Snoop, you with Snoop, but you like that's the super co-sign. Snoop's a living legend for me. So. Did he have his people put that together? Did you even get to like have any input with it? Like
definitely, I had selected a track. I had went to his studio at his crib, selected a track that I thought and I felt like sound like him. Yeah, like that sound like some old Snoop. You know what I mean? That's the feel I was going for. So he laid it down. I laid my verses. We ended up shooting a video in Houston.
So Snoop love Houston?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, I know that.
Definitely. So we flew back to Houston, shot the video. He was like, yo, how you just throw some ideas out. I was like, of course, we gotta have the ladies.
Fact.
No dude. I remember I was recording my verse. He was like, yo, don't mention no dudes. Don't mention nothing about dudes.
Nah, that's smart though.
Only mention females. That's it.
That's smart.
Talk about females. That's it. I was like, all right, cool. But it was definitely an experience.
Yeah. Nah,
That
that's
video
fire.
was-
So you got to smoke weed with Snoop Dogg?
Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
crazy.
It's true.
That's crazy.
It's true,
Bro, that's
what they say
crazy.
is true, bro.
Nah,
I ain't
that's-
gonna lie. What they say is true.
That's fire, bro.
I got to a point where I found my own way of handling the way he smoked,
Yeah.
which is leaving the room.
Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there. Because you know he gonna pass you the shit.
You
Like,
get to the fourth blunt, I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom,
Yeah,
bro.
all right, guys.
I'm in my dressing
That's
room.
crazy.
high as hell.
I'll be asleep.
Yo, yeah, like him and like Wiz Khalifa and shit. Just, you know, like, niggas be smoking, bro. Like, I smoke now and then, but niggas be smoking.
That's the thing right there. That's the I just gave y'all some game when y'all around Snoop, and that blunt keep coming. Cause he don't never hit the same blunt twice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So once he get that one off, another one coming right behind.
Oh, my, yeah, get out of
So
there.
it's like, yeah, I gotta take
nah.
a bathroom break. With a bathroom break.
Yo, that's dumb funny. So, now, yeah, like I said before, saw you at Bonfire ATL. Shout out to them, man.
Super vibe.
Super dope event. Was that your first time performing there, or you been there
Yeah,
before?
nah, that was my first time. You know what's crazy? I came across the event on Instagram. They had an ad going, and I'm like, yo, this is like a vibe. I want to perform here, so I sent them one of my shows,
Yeah,
but I didn't get a response. But in my head, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna find a way to get up in there.
facts.
And then months later, somehow it just happened. Like,
Nah, that's fire. Nah, that and the dope performance too. Y'all performed solo and shit. The shit was fire.
yeah.
Yeah, but like even what's some other places out here that you've also performed?
Well, we got one coming up at Mango's in Marietta,
Okay.
November 26th.
Word.
Yeah, we got that jumping off. I
Thanksgiving weekend.
really hit every spot out here. For real. I've been out here for a minute. So
You remember like your first performances out here and shit?
yeah, high school. I was in high school. When I was in high school, I used to go to other high schools
And perform?
Yeah,
That's fire. That's
they
smart.
then go back to my school.
That's dope. You've been making music for a minute.
Facts.
Yeah. High school.
Facts. For a fact.
That's fire. That was your first time performing at Bonfire?
Yeah. I only been there once before,
okay.
and I think I went like during the pandemic. So everybody was like, "Fuck COVID," you know. I'm outside. And I ended up at Bonfire. It was pretty dope. That was at a different spot though.
I did hear
I don't think that was the
relocated.
same. That's not the same spot.
Nah, I don't think so. I did hear they relocated.
Same energy though. Like
Same
but
exact thing.
Yeah, that
bro.
shit was a
different
vibe.
spot though.
Yeah.
That shit was a vibe.
For those of y'all who don't know what Bonfire is, it's basically like, how do I even explain it? It's like a super like networking type event. They have an actual bonfire outside, vendors, live performances. The shit was fire too with the drummers. Shout out
Like
to
an
Nemo.
underground feel.
Like-
Yeah, shout out my boy Nemo. That's who got me in there.
Oh,
You know what
okay,
I mean?
yeah.
I tapped in with Nemo. I met Nemo through I want to say Funky. I think he was playing the drums somewhere, and he had walked off. And I think he probably went to go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah.
And I jumped on the set,
Oh,
going in. Boom, 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 boom.
right, because you do play drums too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're like, oh,
So he came back like, "Yo, you nice." Know what I mean, we ended up exchanging info and stuff like that.
yeah. I seen on his you could tell I be doing my homework on Instagram, right? I seen on Instagram he is he the drummer for Bobby Valentino?
I don't know. I ain't.
Oh, I
you
see.
caught
I
that?
seen. Yeah, I seen one video and he was like Bobby V was on stage and he was like drumming in the background.
Nemo got a nice history behind him.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Definitely.
So now, all right. So now we got to talk solo. So the single's out, and what's some plans y'all got for solo?
Well, we gonna run it up. We got radio coming up. Definitely billboards and you know, constant promo. Get these ladies behind it. You know.
Say
We
that.
got hit up. We got hit up for it's gonna be on a billboard across from Hard Rock Cafe
Oh, that's tough.
downtown. So that's fire.
Yeah, that's coming.
I'm gonna
up.
just drive that way for no reason.
Of course, take Shorty like, yo,
Yeah,
oh,
like
shit.
oh shit, that's crazy. My PR going stupid. Like
Take sure you're like, yo, we gonna go on a date.
Yeah.
And he walk past like, oh Oh,
You gonna keep looking up, waiting.
You gotta take a picture, shorty. Take a picture, shorty. It's like, oh, look at the background.
that's a good one. I didn't even think about
see what I'm
that.
saying?
Oh, it's a vibe.
Triggs like, I gotta set something up real
Hold
quick.
on.
It's automatic. She going that night. She going that night. You do that.
For
Oh
sure.
yeah, that's a vibe. Yeah, that's a good one right there.
Crazy.
So you have a manager?
Yeah.
You got a manager yet or not?
Yeah, for sure.
Word. So just talk about the experience of having a manager and having that that extra work kind of like taken off your hands too.
Oh man, and that's I'm glad you said it that way. I used to always do everything non-stop, bro. And I used to I don't even know how I used to pull it off, and like things that'd take weeks or months for somebody to do, I would just put in that overtime.
Got to.
And do it. But it's been a lot of stress off me. You know what I mean? It's cool, bro. I like it.
What about you? How's the management?
With me, I mean, I'm straight now. Like I'm all right. But before, like I had managers that just ain't had nothing. Like I was doing the same thing. I was doing everything myself, and they would look at me like he gonna figure it out. I'd be like, bro, like what if it was two of me?
Right.
This would be working like a well-oiled machine, you know. Then I had one manager that was thinking small, and I was like,
issue.
You need to be thinking big, bitch.
Bitch, you thinking small. We need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big, bitch. You need to be thinking big, bitch. Think big, bitch.
That was hilarious.
So I'm just saying, like,
yo,
it was my album release, right? It was just one manager, and like, I don't really got a problem with him or nothing. We literally fell out because he was thinking small and I was thinking big.
Yeah, nah, you gotta think big, especially as a manager too. Like,
I was dropping an album, and he wanted me to like do this little promo package and then go to the club and I get like a section with 12 people. That's a regular day to me.
Yeah.
That's regular. That's regular.
He's like, I was gonna do that anyways, bro.
I'm not going and dropping my project in a damn club. That's ghetto. So I was like, man, I'm not doing that. And he was like, man, you should do it, bro. Like that. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. That's small. So then I ended up booking my own spot. I did it at Rare Sounds at K-Camp Studio.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
And I had 120 people there.
Yeah, nah, that's fire.
Yeah, K-Camp came in there. Trippy Red Manager, I think, came in there too. Like, it was just a vibe. We had the bar set up, a bunch of liquor, hookahs, and it was like, we was in there rocking out. And everybody got to hear everything, you know what I mean? That was important to me. So, yeah, just management in general, like, I think it's very important. A lot of people don't know what they're doing.
That's
so
a fact. I had a bad experience.
I've had 3.
I had deals set up, right? I would go and get deals with like liquor companies, clothing, top liquor companies, like members only clothing line. Like they was like sending me free shit, like all type of shit like that. And I was like this close from closing the deal, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna send them all over to you, so that I can just stay focused on what I'm doing.
The ball, no way,
bro. Fumble every last contract.
They don't do that.
Yeah, nah, it's clip for you. For
I was like, bro.
I actually don't understand the aspiration to be a manager if you don't know what you're doing. I mean, like, I've never sat at home like, yo, I'm finna manage a motherfucker. Like, no, like, if I don't know what I'm doing all the way, I'm not gonna do it. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's
like, what kind of
very
dream?
Good point.
it's like you don't even get paid right away all the way. So like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah, hold yourself.
Like,
up,
you have to actually put in the work, and you get paid from the work that's put in on both sides. So why would you just want to like manage somebody, waste somebody's time? I don't know what kind of like weird passion that is. Thinking big. Yo, for
Gotta turn that
real.
into a soundbite.
That's a fact.
Is your favorite part the writing it, recording it, performing it, or like the promo end of it, like promoting the track? Like which part of the process is your favorite?
For me, is just getting the reactions out of it, and getting feedback from it. All the feedback been great, so I know it's a go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How about you? What's your favorite part?
Yeah,
of the process?
I stay in. I think we both do. We stay in the studio. I love the creating part of it. By the time I put a song out, I didn't listen to that shit like
mad time.
Because I have so many songs, so it's like, like I don't put out anything if I haven't binged it myself.
Yeah. And that's how you know too.
Yeah, if you don't binge it yourself, don't put that shit out.
Nah, that's a fact.
That's just how it is. It's like, you know, you shouldn't, you know. But yeah, so for me, I like the creation process, but then I love the moment after when you're determining whether this shit is really fire or if you're just living in the moment.
Right, right.
Yeah,
So y'all got any like studio essentials? Give me like 3 things y'all need in the studio, like some water, some like what? Like,
candles.
Candles? Okay.
Yeah.
A certain scent, or you just like you
free
just
shit.
Nah, it's just
free
said that by it's calm.
It was some free shit.
Hold on, so like in the booth or just like
Nah, before my session start, I just light candles.
Okay.
It gotta be a blue or red light.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
okay.
vibe.
Okay. You record with people in the studio, like
that's a pet peeve sometimes.
Yeah,
for me. For the most part, yeah, I don't like really having people in the studio.
Word.
Everybody got different ideas. They want to throw their ideas.
Yeah, niggas be like, yo, go a little higher on that last note. Like, yeah, nah, that shit's a drag.
It
If it's somebody creative,
right,
too. But like, man, I done been in the studio. I'll be like, bro, you gotta go.
That's the point I'm making.
Oh my goodness.
Like, if you don't have good ideas, you don't need to be here. If you have good ideas, I know you'll come up with at least one thing. You know what I mean? You'll come up with at least one thing to add to the vibe. But if you're not creative, just
stay out the studio.
Stay out the studio.
And I own a studio, so like, you know what I mean? Like, I be having, it's people that always come through there like 8, 10 deep. Yeah. And they all just in there like, you know, continuing to open up the booth and suggest things. And it's just like,
and then it gets
you can't
nowhere.
even think. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you don't even get to record the track.
Kind of throw you off your creative, you know, out of your creative space.
Absolutely not.
Right.
For people that aren't like good writers, you need all of them people. But if you're a good writer, like you got a good pen, you don't need that many people in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, I like creative people to be in the studio with me. People I know who gonna give that good advice or to make the song hot.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
So now my next question. So what y'all got next? Like what's upcoming? You said matter of fact, you said you got a tour coming up, right?
Solid Foundation.
Solid
We got
Foundation.
the Solid Foundation tour coming up. We got we're shooting a pilot soon for Netflix. So,
that's fire.
Yeah, we're gonna be tapping in, helping out some artists. We're gonna be possibly bringing a artist on tour with us.
That's dope.
So, yeah.
I like that you named it Solid Foundation and talk a little bit more about how you came up with that name because it's pretty self-explanatory, but you know, kind of just go into it a little bit more.
The Solid Foundation, it really came from me coming off tour with Snoop and really, you know, just being real with myself and understanding like I was put in a position to where, okay, I'm on Snoop's platform and all the crowd that's coming out,
They're coming
for him.
For sure.
And I just looked at it like, you know, okay, they like me. They would go and follow me. I would gain a lot of followers, but it's not like they love me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They just like what they seen.
They're not checking for you. They're
Right.
checking for Snoop. Yeah.
They like what they seen that night, or whatever the case may be, which allowed them to follow me. So I'm like, you know what? I need to really build a solid community, a solid support system, and I wanted to use this tour to do that. So
that's fire.
that was really my main, you know, thought process of kicking it off.
I need some Solid Foundation merch. You heard? I need
Definitely.
Some of that.
Oh yeah, that's on the way.
I need some of that. I need some of that. So
but that's important though.
Yeah.
Like it's extremely important. Like, you know what I mean? Like literally the reason like K-Camp even came in my like album release thing because he was like, yo, this nigga got more people out here than some people that I done signed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 100 plus people for an album release. Most people just in there with like 15 people.
Not even 20.
In the studio, like, you know, it's all people that already heard every song.
Yeah.
Like it was random. It was random
at the album release. Like
exactly. So it's important to have that real, you know, solid foundation established of like a, you know, a real fan base of people that are really like support you when it's really time. Like when it's time to, they'll really tap in.
Definitely.
So, when he brought that to me, the solid foundation concept, and I was like, yo, like I'm on that.
That's an automatic go. Nah, that's
I
tough.
thought it would be a good idea for us to team up and you know, really just cause he dope. So I'm like, yo, let me find another dope artist that I know, you know, that can put this together with me and help build a solid
foundation.
Yeah.
Obviously, I heard of Russ before.
Oh yeah, of course.
But he's so, even when I hear the solid foundation concept, he's a person that I think of. I went to one of his shows like earlier this year, like around my birthday at Radio City Music Hall. 20,000 people, bro, sold it out.
Wow.
20,000, and now he indie, feel me? And he has artists and stuff that he brings out to perform, but like it was, bro, the show was fire, bro. He's performing stuff that he made probably like 10 years ago, bro. Crowd singing it, bro.
And that's the difference of thousands, though. Mm-hmm. You know, when you have that and you indie, it's crazy, you know?
Bro, he makes the good music too, and it's just like, bro, it's crazy. Like, and that's why I said when I hear the solid foundation, that tour name, like, it's perfect, bro, and it makes sense. Definitely. So yeah, definitely shout out to y'all. If y'all need a DJ, I'm just saying,
yeah, definitely.
I'm outside. I'm outside.
We gotta tap in.
I'm outside.
Definitely.
So what else y'all got coming up in the works? I know y'all pushing a new single, Solo. But beyond that, like, what else could we look for?
We got another one on my side.
Oh yeah, yeah. We got another one.
That's him featuring me. Then I got me featuring him.
Okay, we can we know the name of the song, or we get the drop right now? Or?
Called When I See You.
Ooh, When I See
Super
You.
vibe.
Wait, how you sang it? Like he kind of sang it how I go though. Like
listen.
You know the vibe.
Yeah, you know the vibe.
Facts. So what's some other stuff, man? Like, so you signed to Snoop, but what are some other stuff you want to get done, you know, as a musician?
On top of just, you know, building a solid foundation, just motivating, you know what I mean? Motivate people, just to have them, you know, to understand, like, we got one life, like, follow your dream at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Facts.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day, just really, you know, living a life that you can really enjoy, you know what I mean?
Amen to that. Facts.
So that's really my focus. I also have a youth football team.
Oh, fire! That's dope.
So yeah, just motivating them, and you know,
that's dope.
Stuff like that.
That's dope.
Definitely.
What about you, man? What's some things you want to check off the bucket list, man?
I mean, musically, I'm a competitor. Like, you know, every single person I come across, you know what I mean? Like, and we kind of like chasing the same thing together. It's just like get to the top spot to where we're visible in that way. In the city, I mean, at this point, you know, I walk into a lot of spots. Everybody know who I am. They know I make good music. You feel me? A lot of DJs just play the shit off the strength. That it is good. It doesn't fuck their vibe up. That's important too. You know. The other day we was in the club. I don't know the dudes. I don't care. But we was in the club. They played our shit. DJ ran that bitch back. He said, "Nah, this shit hard." Ran that shit back.
That's fire.
Other people on other sections was pulling out their cameras because we was you know, did a little single release thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then another artist went right after us and kind of killed the whole vibe and set.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Your shit, like, if you're gonna come out with some shit, it should blend in with industry standard music. You know
but then
I mean?
again, how you gonna come after Solo, bro?
You can't.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
That's tough.
It's too saucy.
You need another hit. You need another hit.
It's too saucy. I mean, he was going hard and shit like that. You know what I mean? Shout out to bro. You know what I mean? But
you coming after Solo, you're gonna have to come with it.
Yeah. Solo, one of them songs you hear it, you know a little bit of it after the first time you
that's
heard
a fact.
it.
Yes, the hook super
yeah,
catchy.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Sure.
So when he sent it to me, because that night I didn't get to listen to your music because I didn't stay by the time.
Tell him the story. Don't hide it, nigga.
Man, I went in the studio. There was a lot going on, man. I went in the studio. It was like 3 girls writing something in a composition notebook. I could tell they just bought it today. You know what I mean? There was a dude making a beat.
Yeah.
There was another dude. You know, it was a lot going on. So then I met him. And I'm like, oh nah, if he ain't involved in all this, I don't know. So then
I'm cutting corn. He said he thought I was trash.
I did.
He was like, nah, I thought I ain't gonna.
Because it was too many weird elements going on.
He was like, just because of the room that you was in, like.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm about to slide. It's not how I even like creative. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta leave. But then, you know, time went on. We was following each other, but I just never clicked on nothing, never looked. Because I was like, yeah, based on that room.
Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want to do it. Yeah.
So then he sent me a song. He's like, yo, I need you to get on this song. I was like, all right, send it. So he sent it. I called the nigga back like, yo, this shit hard. I said, I'm about to, so if a song fire, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm knocking that shit out quick. I think I sent him that shit back within an hour.
Facts.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, if a song's fire, I'm sending that shit back within an hour.
Yeah, you can't waste time.
If somebody in the studio, you gotta get out. You know what I mean? So
fast.
he sent me. He was like, yeah, that's it. And I was like,
and then once he finished, he was like, so when we drop it.
And that was last January.
So that's another question
February,
too. So
January, February.
What made y'all figure that right now is the right time to do it?
I'm like that. I just like to count. I like to really capture. I've been doing it for a minute, so I really know when it's time.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, ain't nothing really going on right now. I'm listening to the music that's going on.
Okay, so you do
this
the homework.
sounds different.
Word.
Yeah.
Let's go now. You know what I mean? Catch it when it sounds different. I remember one of the, what was it? It had to be a couple of weeks ago. You was like, yo, I wanna we had a show. You was
Mangoes.
like, yeah. So you like,
Yeah.
like, yo, what vibe? What's the vibe? I'm like, yo, we the vibe. Like,
Yeah.
create the vibe. You
facts.
the vibe. You know.
He asked me to pull. He was like, yo, you want to pull up and do a set? I was like, yeah, if we could do solo.
Of course.
Facts.
Yeah. And he was like, we could do solo. I'm like, yeah, nigga, you been holding that shit. So we performed, everybody like, yeah, this shit hard. Nigga say, yo, when why you been hiding that one?
Yeah, like why I ain't dropped this yet?
Yeah, we performed that. A lot of people was like, yo, so when is that? That's out?
Yeah, that's out. Like,
Yeah,
can we listen to that again?
asking me. I'm like, ask him.
Yo, then they started spamming.
Yeah.
They started spamming.
Oh,
Boom.
and
I'm like,
asking for it?
yeah.
No, that's how you know, though.
Spamming. I'm
No,
like,
that's how
yo,
you know.
that's it. All right, you got it, bro.
That's how you know.
Half of that me, I posted something on Instagram. I said, yo, tell this man to drop this.
Tell Triggs to drop the
Yo,
track.
they literally spammed me for 3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
So you won that one.
Nah, that's a solid foundation right there. You
see what I'm saying?
Nah, I get it. So basically, like one of my last questions, bro, that I always ask artists, man. So a lot of people discredit the importance that music can, just the impact of music. So why for Triggs and Sean Artest, man? Why is it more than just music for y'all?
Oh man, for me, it's just like therapy. Like if I go for too long for not, recording or rehearsing or being on stage, it's like I'm not myself. I literally been doing music all my life. I've been playing the drums since I was 2, so it's like it's something that I need. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, it's something I need. Like it's something that gets me away from what's going on in the world. Like it's my comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, for me that's what music do.
That's dope. What about you, Sean
To me, like I feel like, there's a lot of like bad music floating, so it's bigger to me because I'm like, man, I just want to put some good music into the
some
world.
good frequencies, not facts.
And I'm not really good at like communicating how I feel. I'd rather just sit there and be mad for like 3 days and then get over it. I vent through my music. Like my shorty literally listens to my music, and I'd be like, "Yo, I ain't mean that." She like, "Yeah, you did." You know what I mean? And that's just how I vent. That's how I explain. Like that's how I communicate. Like the shit that I'm dealing with and how I'm feeling. So
Yeah.
music is just like it's impactful, and when people know your music,
Facts. Singing it back to you, all that.
when people know your music, it's crazy. Like he gonna see how many people gonna know solo. He ain't even gonna know. When people know it, it's crazy. Like
That's a fact. It's super catchy too.
I went back to college, so I went to FAMU. I went
Okay.
back to college and I had dropped a song that went crazy because it was something sticky in it.
Yeah.
So, but back at school, like and I went back and they played it. And everybody knew that shit,
That's fire.
and I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." You know what I mean? So like,
Different feeling.
man, it was different. I had dropped a song called Casamigos, and it was the same thing. Like by
That
the time
was
the
fire.
music,
I heard that. That shit was fire.
yeah, by the
That's
time the
tough.
music video came, the other artist that was on it, he was like, "Oh shit, niggas know my shit too." We was doing a music video and everybody was just singing the song, and they was like, "Yo, that's crazy." You know what I
I
mean?
remember you
It's a
invited
feeling.
me to that video too. I was
Yo,
doing something. I
crazy.
don't know what I was doing, but you had invited. You like, yo.
And we was drunk as hell. It's called Casamigos, so you had a
Yeah, you gotta be smacked.
yeah, you got the bottles.
Nice.
You
Nah,
gotta
that's
have
tough.
bottles on there.
So
And we gonna shoot the video too.
to
solo.
To
Oh
solo.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
In like
we
2
got
weeks.
that we got that coming
Let
up.
me know.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
know. I'm gonna try to see if I could feel me hop on a private jet.
Yeah.
Pull up, man. Get a little cameo.
You know what I'm saying?
So
But
that
yeah,
music
man.
video.
So let the people know where they could tap in with y'all, man, and stay tuned for solo, the music video, and all that, man.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at official Triggs, on all platforms really at official Triggs, and my website www.officialtriggs.com, and you know, go check out that new single Solo.
Yeah, you can find me everywhere, man. I'm everywhere, but nah. Sean Artest, that's SeanArtest on IG, on Apple,
Test.
Spotify. You know the fucking
That's crazy
vibe.
that you got that off. Just
Yeah.
straight Sean Artest. Nah, that's fire.
It's a real thing. Yeah.
fire.
That's
It was Artiste at first, but I was like, nah, I like the name Ron Artest. I don't know why, but I like the name. And I was like, yo, this shit rhyme.
Then it was
Around
like
with
6'10".
Yeah. So
nah,
everybody was asking me if I'm related. I'm like, nah, bro. My last name would have switched to World Peace.
Yeah, no, that ass.
So for sure.
But yeah, man, you already know it's your boy DJ Hollywood, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that stuff, man, and stay tuned for the music video, man. Matter of fact, go in the comments right now, man. Go in both of their comments and spam, man. We need the
go
video.
crazy.
We need the solo video.
For sure.
Like
For
that.
sure.
DJ Hollywood, man. We out of here for another one.
Yes, sir.
Dopeness. Appreciate you, my brother.
What up, man?
Appreciate you, bro.
Yo, that ass off. I need a DJ, nigga. Shit. No,
You know, we put everything together.
I mean, no, I do this shit full time, so we outside with it.